Like, with some later shit here, I don't blame him for that. Funny thing about that is this actually was one of the areas I, like, was missing in the 100%, or at least one of the areas that connects to here. So again, I honestly really do not blame someone
I
for
don't
that.
completely blame him either.
Especially when you run into depth perception like that, because... Yeah, because, like, in this opening section, at least right now, before it starts to get kind of annoying and frustrating, because some parts of this are annoying and frustrating, it's like this, ironically, right now, because it's the area is, you know, built around the umbrella, because you just guide it. This is, ironically, not really that hard, but that's almost what makes it a problem, because it's literally just fighting the depth perception to line up correctly, and that's like literally it. Like he said, I swear I grabbed one of those, but the game didn't register. Fucking depth perception.
When I said, like, I will kind of cut him some slack, but my point is you still ignored Scooby Snacks and complained. And to really put into perspective, like, and I get it, because this is kind of true and kind of annoying, where man barely had enough snacks as it was to, you know, get here, and the one gate for the boss in a couple of screens is around like 800.
Damn it! Actually, wait, I have the umbrella. I think if I'm a bad enough dude, I can just glide over to that platform.
Yes.
Yeah, I can. If the water are allowed.
No, that is actually a common, like, any percent speedrun path.
That makes sense.
And that's an actual easier one to do.
Like, a lot of speedrunning shit, that's one of the few that, like, if someone were to say that that was, you know, Damn it, if someone were to say that that was intentional, I could believe that.
All known laws of aviation. I'm gonna start quoting the B-movie.
Come on.
Is the B-movie a good movie?
I do like it, unironically, for just how fucking weird it is. Like, it honestly makes a lot of sense that like, movie became an internet meme, because that movie's sense of humor is a sort of very internet shitposty, like, sense of humor. Like, even the movie itself makes a joke about, does she want to fuck that bee?
See, those switches stayed down.
Well, because that's permanent progression.
Is he your little fed bug?
Yeah!
And we both know she wanted to fuck that bee. Like, everyone said, like, you know, the villain in that movie, other than the subplot of the entire human race, is literally a man that basically watches his, like, a girlfriend leave him for a bee.
This is one of the... This was one of the screens where I was actually missing...
This is one of the screens where the one guy gave up.
I can understand that, because this was actually one of the screens I was missing. Now, again, part of the reason I was missing was I was under the impression that you had to, like, make it to a screen transition or something to save. So there were a bunch of snacks and shit I didn't go and grab, because as a dumb child, I never looked at the counter, so because I never looked at the counter, I thought it was always way harder than it actually was, and that the game was just being an unreasonable dickwad. And although I now realize it's super lenient, so again, I can, if it absolutely comes down to it, in some areas, I will just, like...
Die for these things.
Yeah.
You're off the... There you go. And
Something die for me.
Going back to what I was talking about, though, I get why he gave up. But, at the same time, and I don't want to come off like a massive asshole, but you knew you would need Scooby snacks, and then proceed in a screen like this to not get many snacks, and you come up like near the end of the boss where he was like 7 short.
Like to be and the other reason, like, it's funny what I was about to say, it's like, the other reason I was missing a lot on this screen was for sort of moments like this, where due to depth perception I cannot fucking grab that. Like, I actually don't know how to grab that. Oh, there it goes.
Those don't have the best hitboxes in Collision anyway.
Yeah, so you're platforming at kind of wonky angles. Not like that. I swear I just went through that. Like, you can go frame by frame in the footage. If I say it looks like I went through that, I want you to slow down the, like, footage and edit a text in saying if it's like, no, I actually did miss it, or it's like, oh no, you actually did barely touch that. Or at least it looks like you barely touched it.
No, you see, Scooby's actual collision box is that of a Touhou game.
Feels that way sometimes. Funny thing is, I think this exact snack was one of the ones I was missing, because again, the camera angle for this is just not...
You have to use the slightly higher one on the side.
The side?
Yeah.
It's nothing.
It's off. Pretty sure the other side is like an ass hair higher. No, just in general, like bouncing on. See?
Like I said, the angle is awful.
I have terrible depth perception. I figured that out. Scooby just has a Touhou hitbox. Somebody do a sprite edit of a Touhou game with Scooby-Doo.
I'm sure that ROM hack exists somewhere. The internet will make a ROM hack for everything. Huh.
Oh.
Come on. How did I miss the lower one?
Got it.
Oh, come on, game.
I'm gonna leave him playing. I'm gonna take a pee break.
I'll be going back and forth in this shit. Vicarious Visions. What the fuck is a hitbox? Oh, hey, I thought it was an even. I am pausing so that I can readjust my headphones now. This is going to be awkward if I miss. Oh god. And that's part of the area. Oh god, this fucking area. I don't think I was missing any on like at this, oh damn it, the screen as a child. I think it was just the... I think it was just the one screen. Now this section's kind of awkward. The hitbox of that like flying fish, those are way more deceptive than you would think. Also, as a dumb babu, that was like the funniest pun to me. Oh shit. We're going to encounter the weirdo wall. Oh, damn it! Yeah, that's sort of what I was talking about. Where they want you to do this really awkward, like, going out for a minute and then going back in, but because of how awkward the flying fish's, like, hitbox is, sometimes it feels like you just go right through it, and other times it feels like the thing is nearly unavoidable. Damn it. Oh good, help. Oh, damn it! Especially with why it, like, was what the next part of this area is. I want to grab every snack and just hope this is all going to be a minute. Ooh. We got two of them. Is there, like... This is like one of the areas I fucking hated as a child. And I can ignore it now. Part, like, was terrible at the game, but part, like, as I also feel like on some level the game just does kind of sort of dick design at points, with a lot of flying fish here being surprisingly, like, difficult, I say, damn it, like I said, to avoid.
No.
Ha! Ow. Going there, grab. Oh, I thought the game like froze or something for a minute.
At a point where I'm cold enough to start firing up that heater mid-recording.
Warm up them fryers.
The double-edged sword of the... I made this joke in the Fatal Frame. We're in the reverse of Summer, where sometimes...
We can just keep putting shit, like, we can just keep putting shit on, so I will always, to a degree, prefer, like, blistering cold over, like, blistering heat, because...
Well, one, that... Damn it, hold on. Coughing fit. That incandescent heater, because it's a, like, incandescent oil type, it makes, like, no noise.
There are monsters poking out?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Ride the updraft.
Damn it. Motherfucker. Actually, no, hold on. I'm actually going to progress, like, door and port gate. I'm opening both of those before I attempt any thing like it. Otherwise I'll save while I'm here, because if I... Okay, yeah, okay, good.
Damn it. Just circles, it was just hard to see.
I couldn't remember if it did that.
What I was going... Yes, we can add layers, but also just in general, that heater, like, I fired it up and it's making almost no noise. I just noticed the heat was dropping off in here because the...
I can only go so high. I can't ride this updraft. See?
Well, you could.
No. Meaning I don't believe I can do that yet. So we'll just... That should put me back in the door.
Which is weird, because I thought you had to ride the one updraft.
There might be a weird speedrun way to do that, because that hitbox is finicky. While you were gone, I was sort of talking about I don't really like that area because it was very difficult for me as a child because of how hard the like getting the time on the updraft and shit is, especially because I feel the game puts the flying fish in kind of dick locations. And speaking of, you know, dick locations and shit, I don't care what anyone says, this part of the level is fucking stupid, especially because you have the galoshes and the plungers. I feel like this section, like, you should be able to walk up. I feel like there's no reason other than sort of stupid, obnoxious padding as to why this is designed this way. Because, like, look at how much he's fucking sliding off.
Selectively sliding off. It's not even consistent.
Damn it. I do not want to go through this area again. If I can grab snacks on a first attempt, I am grabbing them on a first fucking attempt.
The snack that smiles back.
Because this was one of the areas like I was missing for the 100%, because I did, like... Because I was literally at, like, 99 for fucking years, so I was like, okay, I'm going to just...
It was just a couple of Scooby snacks.
I'm going to do the thing in a minute. I just might as well grab the ones on this ship, so that I won't have to grab them. Because of that power-up right there, I feel like the game is sort of taunting you, saying, like, use this, dumbass, which is the other problem because of how slick it is, much like the you need to be standing still to ram, you need to be standing still to use the other power-ups. Anyway, I was at 99 for, like, the longest time, so I just sat down, and that was the wanting to record, so I was like, you know, I'm just going to do this now, so that, oh, damn it, so that I will have it, be able to say that I did it, and then just do it again.
It's not inherently that hard, it's just... Oh, the tedious 1 or 2 Scooby snacks.
Especially when you miss shit like that because of fucking depth perception. Oh. No. Damn it. Hey, the one good thing about this and other moments is this gives you the ability to just, like, montage it into, like, the Benny Hill theme or whatever.
It's time for the question of the day, my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, do any of you actually know what Scooby's hitbox is like in this game because I haven't really looked into that, and even with a somewhat well-documented speedrunning community, the actual logistics of his hitbox never really come up, other than a few things that we talk about on and off throughout this Let's Play, like the one shortcut path basically dropping you into a kill plane, and speedrunners figuring out how to bypass that kill plane, and the only version of the game that lets you bypass it is the Xbox version, because they basically put a area of effect that makes you completely invulnerable to damage. So that weird overlap also somewhat involves Scooby's hitboxes, or main hitbox. I'm pretty sure it's just one, and based on that Scooby snack Carson was trying to grab, as you can see when I slowed down the footage, Scooby's head seemed to have came in contact with the snack, but ended up missing it, so it seems like my joke about Scooby having a Touhou hitbox might actually mean a lot more than I thought it did. I might actually be somewhat right. If he does have a weird hitbox, it likely is only in the center of his body, and they didn't think about Scooby gliding around on the umbrella and basically changing up his hitbox to accommodate for his model, essentially being in a more traditional human-like position where his head is upright versus forward-facing, where for the most part I could see the hitbox of Scooby being centered because he is a four-legged animal. So generally his hitbox is probably very, very centered on his body, and they likely never thought about his head needing a hitbox, because for the most part you would never be in a scenario where his head would be useful to have a hitbox, except in the incredibly rare example of gliding around like Carson was doing, where you glide at a Scooby snack and they give his head a hitbox in the gliding mode, specifically to make it easier to grab snacks. But his hitbox is very likely the same forward-facing one that he has on the ground, meaning his head very likely doesn't really have a hitbox, and it's probably just a hitbox on his body. But I wouldn't actually know that. I know I kind of talked in circles. This is just a rough estimate based on my limited game knowledge and how this game seems to function. Anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.